All right, so if you look at Christelyn's latest video, she talked about when she was on ABC News recently and that kind of thing. But she talked about an incident where she was saying that back when she was in corporate America and she took like her first marketing job in corporate America and they were paying her 40,000 a year, and she said she had this white woman that was her supervisor that was antagonistic towards her. And she said basically it was the executives of the company were the ones that actually hired her. So she got hired on and she still had to interview with this white woman, but she was already hired on anyways. And she said that this white woman that was her supervisor was how antagonistic she was towards her, and how this white woman, was just messing with her and doing all kind of passive aggressive shit. And she said at one point they were at some sort of company function or company meeting or whatever, and this white female supervisor who was antagonistic towards her let slip how much money Christelyn was making. They said Christelyn was making about 40,000 a year at that point, and it was how should I say it? It was what's really that's low for even for entry level corporate like that. That's that's low. 40 grand a year, that's but anyways, she said that this white woman was let slip how much money Christelyn was making, and all of Christelyn's co-workers, who Christelyn was supposed to be their supervisor, overheard that. So after that, all of her co-workers treated her like dog shit because they was all jealous and shit. And and it was all because this white woman, of what this white woman did. What I find funny is how Christelyn Karazin, she always wants to cast a certain archetype or a certain person as the villain a lot of times. But when she recounts her own life stories, the person who ends up being the villain oftentimes is a completely different person, than who she portrays to be the villain. You know what I mean? The person who ends up, being the most antagonistic ends up being the person, okay, who is the opposite of the person who she wants to portray as the antagonist. Okay? She talked all this stuff about black men, but it was her black father who was the best to her growing up, and it was her mother that gave her hell growing up. Okay? She talks about, she talks more shit, and then it turns around that it's black women who have been doxing her and harassing her online and talking about her kids and stuff online and stuff like that. And it goes back to the Annabelle chick. She wanted Annabelle so bad to be her, she wanted to be buddy with Annabelle so bad, but she's been betrayed and mistreated by white women in the past. So why should that have been, why should that have been a big thing for her? Why should she not have realized that? And that whole type of thing. Why is it that it was so, she's had these experiences with white women in the past. She knows how treacherous white women are. But she wants to go run and she's so fast to be try to be the white girl's buddy. Then it wants to be hurt, act hurt when the white woman betrays her. How does that make sense? You know what I mean? How does that make any sense at all? You know, going all on ABC News trying to tell black women to constantly get with these white boys and stuff. But wasn't it a white boy that when she was going to set up her anti-defamation league against black men and going to get black men up off of the online, with this, anti-defamation league? It was supposed to protect black women, and then the white guy took all the money and left, and ain't nobody heard from him since. Okay, Christelyn said that when the white women that was her supervisor blurted out her salary like that in front of all those people, that was actually against the law. She could have brought a case, she could have went to HR, she could have brought a case with that, she could have sued because of that, but she didn't. And then when this white guy goes and takes all her money and runs off, did she sue him? Okay, did she sue the white dude after he played her? But then again, the black man is always the villain, right? The black man is supposed to always be the evil person, right? Okay, was it the black man that blurted out her salary in front of all her co-workers and caused an unfavorable work environment? Was it the black man that took all her money for an anti-defamation league and ran off with it? Was it the black man that did that? Huh? Was it?